What is the purpose of decanting a trust? Decanting a trust is an important yet often misunderstood aspect of estate planning. Like decanting a fine wine to improve its taste, trust decanting involves transferring assets from an old trust into a newly established one, allowing for changes that can benefit the trust beneficiaries. The process provides a way to modify the terms of an irrevocable trust, adapt to changes in laws or in the beneficiary's circumstances, correct drafting errors, or achieve more favorable tax results. While the concept of trust decanting may seem complex, understanding its purpose and implications can help individuals and families make more informed estate planning decisions. What is trust decanting? Trust decanting is an estate planning strategy that involves moving assets from an existing trust into a new trust with more favorable terms. This can be likened to decanting a bottle of wine, where the wine, trust assets, is poured from its original bottle, the original trust, into a new container, the new trust. Decanting a trust allows for an improvement in both the management of the assets and the terms of the trust, a process normally difficult for irrevocable trusts. Why decant a trust in Texas? Decanting a trust in Texas can offer numerous benefits in navigating complex estate planning scenarios. It's a flexible tool that allows trustees to adapt an irrevocable trust to changing circumstances without court intervention. Here are some reasons why you might consider decanting a trust in Texas. 1. Modifying trust terms. 2. Improving administrative provisions. 3. Qualifying for government benefits. 4. Correcting errors or ambiguities. 5. Consolidating multiple trusts. 6. Asset protection. Legal aspects of trust decanting in Texas. Trust decanting is a legal strategy that can be immensely beneficial in adapting an irrevocable trust to changing circumstances. However, it's also a complex and nuanced process with several legal aspects to consider. To fully understand this process, it's crucial to explore the laws and regulations that govern trust decanting in Texas, as well as the eligibility requirements and conditions that must be met. Texas trust laws and regulations. In Texas, the laws governing trusts, including the decanting process, are primarily provided in the Texas Property Code. Eligibility and requirements for trust decanting. Decanting a trust in Texas is a complex process that requires adherence to several legal requirements and prerequisites. Primarily, the ability to decant a trust rests on the trustee's powers and the conditions specified in the trust document. Here are the key eligibility criteria and requirements for trust decanting. 1. Trustee's power. 2. Beneficiaries. 3. Trustee's duties. 4. Notification. 5. Compliance with Texas Trust Code. The process of trust decanting in Texas. Trust decanting is a critical tool in Texas estate planning, enabling the transfer of assets from an existing trust to a new one with more favorable terms. While the concept may appear straightforward, the actual process is complex, requiring careful planning and execution. The following discussion delves into the intricate steps involved in trust decanting in Texas. Initiating the decanting process. The initiation of the trust decanting process primarily rests with the trustee. Notifying beneficiaries and interested parties. Once the trustee has decided to proceed with decanting, the next step involves notifying all interested parties. Preparing the decanting document. The next step in the decanting process is the preparation of the decanting document. Filing and approval. Once the decanting document is prepared and all beneficiaries have been notified, the next step is to file the document with the appropriate authorities. Tax implications of trust decanting in Texas. While trust decanting can offer significant advantages in managing and updating trusts, it also carries potential tax implications that must be carefully considered. This is particularly true in Texas, where the state's specific trust laws and regulations can influence the tax outcomes of the decanting process. Understanding these tax considerations is key to ensuring that the benefits of trust decanting aren't undermined by unexpected tax liabilities. Potential tax consequences. One of the central tax issues in trust decanting is the potential recognition of gain on the transfer of assets from the first trust to the second trust. Depending on the nature of the assets and their basis, such a recognition of gain could trigger a significant tax liability. Strategies to minimize tax liability. Given these potential tax consequences, it's crucial to adopt strategies to minimize tax liability during the decanting process. Some of these strategies include: 1. Careful structuring of the new trust. 2. Consideration of the trust's GST status. 3. Proper management of asset transfers. 4. Consultation with a tax advisor. Trust decanting best practices. Trust decanting, while a powerful tool in the toolbox of estate planning, is a complex process laden with potential legal and tax implications. This complexity necessitates following a set of best practices to ensure that the decanting process is conducted smoothly, effectively, and in full compliance with Texas law. Consultation with legal professionals. The first essential best practice is to consult with legal professionals. Given the nuanced nature of trust decanting, the guidance of a legal counsel well versed in trust and estate law can be invaluable. Maintaining proper records of decanting. Another critical best practice is to maintain thorough records of the decanting process. Compliance with legal requirements. Proper documentation also plays a key role in ensuring compliance with legal requirements. Speak with an experienced estate planning lawyer today. Understanding the purpose of trust decanting is crucial for anyone involved in estate planning. This powerful tool can provide flexibility, allowing for modifications to an irrevocable trust to better serve the beneficiary's needs, accommodate changes in law, or optimize tax outcomes. However, the process is complex and laden with potential legal and tax implications. Careful attention must be given to ensure the decanting process is undertaken correctly and in the best interest of the beneficiaries. If you're considering decanting a trust, don't navigate this complicated terrain alone. Professional advice can make the difference between a successful, beneficial trust modification and a misstep that could have long-lasting impacts. The experienced estate planning lawyers from the law office of Whitney L. Thompson may be able to guide you through the complexities of trust decanting, helping you make informed decisions that align with your estate planning goals and protect your beneficiaries' interests. Trust your future to professionals who understand the ins and outs of trust decanting. Contact us today at 281-214-0173 and take the first step towards a more flexible, beneficial trust strategy.